I have already given. Isn't it better?
Yes.
The LQs and the textual questions is already been given to you. Start preparing and show the homework to your follow-up teacher without fail. Otherwise, your parents will be notified. I repeat again. I don't think you will like it. So now we can see over here, these are all microorganisms. Can you see this? One by one I'm showing you. These are all bacteria. Can you see this microorganism beta?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, all these are microorganisms. Is it clear? Is it clear to you all beta? See over here, these are all microorganisms.
Yes, ma'am.
These are all bacteria. You see this? These are stained bacteria. Okay? So these are microorganisms. Now let's read. Read beta. Please read, I said.
What can I read?
Hello. Yeah, you can read beta.
Yes, ma'am. Microorganisms present all around
Start.
us, but they are too small to be seen with the naked eye. They are present in the atmosphere and water outside.
Adjust your mic beta. Adjust your mic. You're not clear. Can you hear her? Girls? Can you hear her
Yes,
properly?
ma'am. No,
Can you
ma'am.
hear? Can you hear her properly? Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
just adjust your mic beta. Okay. So what are microorganisms? They're just in the surrounding. They're so small we cannot see with our eyes, that is naked eyes. Everywhere they are present, whether it is air, water, or soil. Now you'll be shocked. Look at this. This is your AC, isn't it, beta? Can you see this? It is AC. There are microorganisms. From the window, microorganisms. Yes? There's some article kept on the floor. You are standing, around you microorganisms. Got a dog, around the dog there are microorganisms. The small child has microorganisms. The potted plant has the microorganisms. The ceiling has the microorganisms. Yes, and the sunlight is coming from out, you can say. It's a washroom. The washroom has got microorganisms. And that's the reason, can you see over here? Your hands are having so many microorganisms. Can you see that? So that's the reason we ask you always that before having food, you have to wash your hand. Now, do you understand?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Now, I hope your mama mama, she need not remind you what to do before having food. There's some people are so lazy, they skip washing their hands before having food. You know that? They're so hungry. Okay? So, henceforth, you take care that you have to wash your hands before having food. Okay? Yes, please read, Vita.
Ma'am, can I?
Yes, sure.
Ma'am,
The microorganisms or microbes are so small in size that they cannot be seen with the unaided
Unaided.
eye. Unaided eye. Some of these, such as the fungus that grows on bread, can be seen with a magnifying glass. Others cannot be seen without the help of microscope. That is why these are called microorganisms or microbes. Microorganisms are classified into four major groups. These groups are bacteria, fungi, protozoa, and some algae.
Algae. Yes, good. So I hope you got a picture regarding the microbes, Vita. So microorganism, in other words, it is called as microbes. Okay. So if I say microorganism, what should come to your mind? Microbes. Very small in size, that without any help to the eye, you cannot see it. These are actually fungus that you see on the bread. Have you seen those blue greenish color, yellowish color fungus growing on bread. So that you can see with your eyes, that you can take a magnifying glass and can see, and you cannot see others without the help of a microscope. So they are called as microorganism or microbes. Basically, these microorganisms are segregated or classified into four major groups, namely bacteria, fungi, protozoa, and algae. Any problem, beta? Any problem? Girls?
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. Now we'll do one activity. Please, the ones who have not got the chance can take up on your own. Please help each other, beta. Yes, we will start reading, beta. Activity one.
Ma'am, can I?
Yes, sure.
Collect some moist soil from the field in a beaker and add water to it. After soil particles have settled, observe a drop of water from the beaker under a microscope. What do you see?
Fine. So what do I do? I take a beaker, right? And I take a moist soil. What is meaning of moist soil, beta? It is a bit wet. It is not dry soil, but a bit wet soil. From where I will take? From a field. And I will put it in the beaker. And then I pour water, isn't it? I will pour water. And I will stir it. What I will do? I will stir it. And after some time, the soil particles will settle and there will be suspension here. Some particles will be floating in the water. Yes or no? And I will take a drop of water and put it under the microscope. And let's see what we find. This much have you understood, beta?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, beta. I'm more interested in the ones who don't understand. That's why I keep on asking you this question, beta. Okay? So now what observations you will see, beta? Please read.
Ma'am, can I read?
Sure. If you have not got the chance, you can read.
Those small things you observe through the microscope are called microorganisms. Some of the
Pictorial.
pictorial example are
Pictorial.
given in next pictorial example are given in next session.
So, under microscope, you will see small microorganism, small things which are moving under the microscope. These are called as microorganisms. Let's see how they look like. Yes, better read. Read better.
Microorganisms are very small organisms which cannot be seen with the unaided eye. They can be seen only with the microscope. Microorganism may be unse-
Uni,
un-
uni,
unicellular or
cellular,
multicellular
cellular,
or
unicellular.
unicellular or multicellular. Microorganism may exist alone or in colonies. For example, you might observed that during the rainy season, a moist bread gets spoiled and its surface gets covered with greenish white patches.
You have observed all these things, right? So we already know that they are very small organism, and with naked eye, what is unaided eye? Naked eye, we cannot see them. Only with the help of microscope, we can observe them. This much do you agree with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
fine. Now this organism may be unicellular or maybe multicellular. You understand what is multicellular? You understand? They may be one or they may be many. So one is called unicellular and many is called as multicellular. So they can be like this. Okay. Now either they are existing alone, they are existing alone, or they are in colonies. That means they are in together. So what is the meaning of colony, beta? They are together. Either they are living alone or they are living together. That is called colonies. Example, you can see over here that during rainy season, this is rainy season already going on. If you have a stale bread at home, you can see this sort of patches. Can you see this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, this sort
Yes,
of
ma'am.
bread patches develop on the bread and the bread gets spoiled. So these are fungus. What are they, beta? Even sometimes you get like
Fungus.
this. Yes or no? Sometimes
Yes.
do you get like this?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
So these
ma'am.
are all fungus. What are they, beta?
Fungus.
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 Now we'll go in detail regarding types of microorganisms. Yes, beta, start.
Types of microorganism. There are four types of microorganism. They are bacteria, fungus,
Algae
algae,
and
algae,
protozoans.
and
And
protozoa.
protozoans. Yes. So how many are there? Four. Bacteria, fungi, algae, and protozoans. Now see one by one. Yes, read.
For example, bacteria, lactobacillus,
Lactobacillus E. coli.
lacto,
Leave it.
etc.
Lactobacillus E. coli. Second, second,
Algae,
algae.
algae,
Chlamydomonas. Chlamydomonas.
chlamydomonas,
Chlamydomonas.
chlamydomonas,
Domonas. Spirogyra.
etc. Fungus, bread mold,
Penicillium. Aspergillus.
penicillin,
Aspergillus.
etc.
Yeah.
Aspergillus,
Protozoans. Protozoans. Amoeba.
amoeba,
Paramecium.
paramecium.
Paramecium. Yes. Yes. Now read.
Viruses are also considered as microorganisms. They are different from other microorganisms because they are produced only in the body of the host organism like bacteria, plants, or animals. Common elements like
Ailments.
cold, elements like cold, influenza, flu, and most cough are caused by virus. Serious diseases like polio and chickenpox are also caused by virus.
Fine. So we see types of microorganisms. We have already done it. Four: bacteria, algae, fungi, protozoans. These are the examples that you have to learn by heart. I repeat again, you have to learn it by heart because these are names and that you have to memorize. So these are the varieties or types of bacteria, algae, fungi, protozoans. Now the fifth category is viruses. Now what are they? They are also microorganisms, but how are they different? They are actually dead organisms. Remember that they are dead organisms. But when it comes in contact with a living organism, for example, human, they start multiplying in a body like a normal organism, isn't it? Now
Yes, ma'am.
they reproduce. Yes, they attack either bacteria, other bacteria they attack, or they attack plants, or they attack animals, even human body. The COVID, what you saw, COVID. It's virus. What is COVID? It is through virus it is spreading. So what is the function of virus beta? It itself is not able to survive, but it attacks an organism and then takes an entry in the body and starts behaving as if it is a living organism. You understand? This is how it attacks.
Yes.
The diseases, what is called ailments? What is the meaning of ailments beta? Diseases. So common diseases that you observe like cold, cough, influenza, it's called as flu, are generally caused by viruses. And that's the reason why we ask you to, close your, cover your mouth while you are sneezing or while you are coughing. That's the reason. Because this virus will come in the atmosphere, it is not active at all. But when comes in contact with a healthy human being, it starts multiplying its body and makes him fall sick. You get my point? The other diseases which are caused by viruses are polio and chickenpox. I hope the things are clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
See over here, this is bacteria. What are they?
Bacteria.
Bacteria. Okay. So what you see over here, spiral bacteria, and this is rod-shaped bacteria. See, can you see spiral beta? Look at the shape. It's spiral, isn't it, beta? And this is rod-shaped bacteria. Can you see the rod-shaped bacteria? Say something. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Then we come to algae. Now this is Chlamydomonas. Can you see this Chlamydomonas?
Yes, ma'am.
This is alone. It lives alone. Remember that. Whereas this Spirogyra lives in colony. Right? Right? You can see this is one cell. So you can see this line. This is one cell. So many cells are together. This is unicellular and this one is multicellular. Then we come to protozoa. Can you see this? This is amoeba. This is amoeba. It can change its shape. And this is paramecium. What is this? Paramecium. Then we have fungi. This is bread mold. You see this one? This is bread mold. Then this one is penicillium. This is penicillium. This fungus. And this one is aspergillus. So from all these things we make medicines. Remember that. Now, types of bacteria, same way, spiral and rod-shaped bacteria, we're going to see. Then we have types of algae, Chlamydomonas and Spirogyra. Then we have uh, types of protozoan. What you see is amoeba and paramecium. Can you see over here? This is what it is false foot or pseudopodia. What it is called as? Pseudopodia.
Okay.
Yeah, false foot. So it is moving with this part of the body. And amoeba has got such a feature that any portion of the body can become false foot, can become pseudopodia. Depending upon the flow of the water, it changes its pseudopodia. Got it? Then we have fungi. You can see this is bread mold. Can you see this? This is bread mold.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello? Can you hear me,
Yes,
Beta?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
This is bread mold, which you get on the bread. Okay? And this one is penicillium. Can you see these features? This is penicillium. And this is aspergillus. Look over here. This is aspergillus. All have got different patterns. But it looks beautiful, don't you think so? Now we have got viruses. Yes? It's got two parts. This is called head part and this is called tail part. In detailing, you can see over here, the head is capsule and this one is the tail. Understood, beta?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes. This is how the virus looks like. And this is detailing of virus, but I don't want to talk anything about it. This is inside of the shell virus. Now, where do microorganisms live? Read, Peter. Please read.
Where do microorganisms live? Microorganisms may have single celled like bacteria. Some
What happened? Can anyone else pick up?
Ma'am, can I?
Yes, Peter.
Microorganism may be single called like bacteria, some algae and protozoa
Protozoa,
or
multicellular,
multi protozoa or multicellular such as algae and fungi. They are survive under all types of environment ranging from ice cold climate to hot spring and deserts to marshy lands. They are also found inside the bodies of animals including humans. Some microorganisms grow on other organisms while other exist freely. Microorganisms like amoeba, amoeba
amoeba,
can
amoeba.
amoeba live can live alone while
Leave alone.
live alone while fungi and bacteria may live in colonize colonies.
Colonies, beta. You have to improve. Who is speaking? What's your name,
Fatima
beta?
Kekani. Fatima
Fatima
Kekani.
Bhiamani. Acha, Fatima Bhiamani, you have to work out. Start reading every day one page loudly,
Okay.
okay, to get the flow. And you will improve, I guarantee you, don't worry. Keep on doing, and then I will give you at least to read one paragraph every day. So we will understand how much you are improving. Is it clear?
Okay.
Okay, fine. So this microorganism either a single cell like bacteria, some algae and protozoa, they're single cell. Or they may be multicellular. For example, in algae and fungi, we are getting multicellular bodies. Many cells are there. Now, the second feature is that they are available in all types of environment. It could be like Antarctica, it could be ice cold like Antarctica. You can see bacteria over there, and to hot springs. You know, the spring coming out from the earth, that is called hot springs, and even to deserts you will find this microorganism, and even to swamps. Now, what are marshy lands? I hope you know that you get in a jungle, marshy lands, swamps, bogs, which you call it as daldal. I've told you in 7th standard as well. This place is called as daldal, where you move, you sink more. More you move, more you sink. Isn't it? And that is highly rich in organic matter. That is called as marshy lands. Also, inside the body of animals, even humans, you can see the microorganisms. They are present. Now, certain microorganisms, they are growing on other microorganisms. For example, fungi. What dandruff you have on your scalp or on your head is actually fungus, which is growing on human. Isn't it better? And now we say that a certain microorganisms are living alone and some microorganisms are living together in colonies. Now, amoeba, chlamydomonas, they are living alone, whereas fungi and bacteria, they are living in colonies. Any problem? Any problem, beta?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Now we talk about the microorganisms which are friendly. That means they are helping the human beings. Let's start.
Microorganisms are used for various purposes.
Purposes.
They are used
Yes,
in
sir.
the preparation of curd, bread, and they are also used in cleaning up of environment. For example, the organic waste, vegetable peels, remains of animal feces,
Yes.
etc., are broken down into harmless and usable substance by bacteria. Recall that bacteria are also used in the preparation of medicines in agriculture. They are used to increase soil fertility by fixing nitrogen.
Okay, fine. Good, beta. So these microorganisms we are using for various activities. First, at home we are preparing curd, right? Then you can have that pizza bread. Your mama prepares bread with the help of yeast powder, remember? And also cake. Yes or no? Hello? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So all this your mama is preparing with the help of bacteria. Okay. Now, if microorganisms are not present, what will happen? You will get the smell of the dead bodies around you. Am I right? So microorganism is decomposing all the dead bodies and is cleaning the environment. The organic waste, for example, the vegetable peels or animals' remains or dead bodies of animals, feces, all these are, like I told you, I gave you the example of cow dung, remember that? After a few days, you cannot see the cow dung because it will mix with the soil. Am I right? Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Okay. So
Yes, ma'am.
then when it is broken down, it is mixing with the soil. When it mixes with the soil, it becomes rich in nutrients and then it is made available to the plants which is grown on the soil. Am I right? So what are we doing? We are increasing the fertility of the soil. Do you agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So the fertility of the soil is increased by the working of microorganisms. Microorganisms are also used in the preparation of medicines. Penicillin, you know that is from the fungus. And in agriculture, for example, have you heard of rhizobium bacteria, which you find in the nodules of the leguminous plants, for example, pea, which is fixing the atmospheric nitrogen during lightning, yes or no? By thus increasing the soil fertility. Any problem?
No, ma'am.
Hello? Okay. Now you see whether this microorganism is a friend or enemy. Start.
Friends and foe. Microorganism plays an important role in our lives. Some of them are beneficial in many ways, whereas some others are harmful and cause disease. Microorganisms are used for making curd from making cheese, pickles, bread, cakes, pastries, alcohol, wine, vinegar, acetic acid,
Acid.
etc. Making curd from milk. The bacteria called lactobacillus
Bacillus. Lactobacillus.
lactobacillus reproduce in milk and helps to convert milk into curd, making bread. The fungus called yeast reproduces in flour, dough, and produce carbon dioxide during representation, which makes the dough
Respiration, beta. What are you doing? During respiration.
during respiration, which makes the dough soft and helps in making bread, cakes, biscuits, pastries, etc.
Okay. So we have already seen that microorganisms are having a very good role in our lives. They are very helpful, while others are harmful and they cause diseases. What are we using for? Curd from milk that we have already seen. Cheese is being prepared. Pickles, athana, what you call it as bread, cakes, pastries, then alcohol also.